that what that is?
Builders, allow me to start off by apologizing for the way we kind of rushed you guys in out there. But as I'm sure we all noticed, the first order is running patrols 24/7, and well, we can never really be too careful when we bring inside the workshop nowadays. But now that everyone's here, take a look around. Yeah, I know it's a lot of junk everywhere, but well, to us this is everything. But we're my manners. Whereas Brittany, my left is Marilyn, I'm Alex. Together we humbly call ourselves the Gatherers. Now, as gatherers, we journey across the galaxy in our ship, the Wandering Miner, looking for materials and artifacts to bring back to you, in hopes that one day they may be recycled and serve a greater purpose. For many years, us gatherers have been collecting these pieces to bring back for the next great generation of force wielders, which appears to be yourselves. However, these are troubling times, as the conflict between the First Order and the Resistance have reached our planet not too long ago, and, well, to be honest with you, nowhere is truly safe. But in hard times, heroes arise, as they have in the past, with Luke Skywalker, a symbol of hope and compassion within the rebellion, resistance, and all of us here today. Now, I believe a new hero has stepped up as well to fill in his place. Her name is Rey. She is our spark of hope, and, well, I believe she's united us all here. Yes, to build something. The Lightsaber. It's an elegant weapon, and a direct reflection of you. These are works of art that mirror the builder's bond to the Force. Thousands of generations of Force wielders have forged a lightsaber to show that very allegiance to the Force. And today, all 14 of you will be forging that exact same bond. But in order to forge such an incredible bond, you'll need something very small yet remarkably powerful. the kyber crystal. This is the heart of every lightsaber. It channels force energy around it and materializes it into a blade. Now the color of the crystal that you choose today will therefore determine the color of your blade. Believe me, these were not easy to get our hands on, as you can probably tell from behind me, but we managed to bring back 4 different types for you to choose from. So let's go over them, starting with blue. Wielded by Master Obi-Wan Kenobi, his apprentice Anakin Skywalker, Cal Kestis, and Rey, the Spark of Hope. Next is green, wielded by Master Yoda, Qui-Gon Jinn, Ahsoka Tano, and even the legendary Luke Skywalker. Ah yes, violet, both rare and incredibly beautiful. This crystal was wielded by the mighty Master Mace Windu. And of course, there's red, the crystal of power, controlled by those such as Darth Vader, Darth Maul, Asajj Ventress, and today, well, it's controlled by none other than Kylo Ren himself. But that was all of their stories. Now we look to you. Right now, my fellow gatherers are coming around to help you choose your very own kyber crystal. It is essential that you pick one that calls out to you. Imagine it in the center of your lightsaber. Choose whichever one the Force wills you to choose. It was once said that the crystal chooses the builder as much as the builder chooses it. Now, once you have chosen, please place it onto the green plate in the center of your build stations. And only then can we move on to our next step. A couple reds. There's always 2, of course. Not as red as I thought. Excellent. Now let's move on to the hilt. It is the foundation of every lightsaber. It is also your center of control. But most importantly, it's what prevents your hand from completely disintegrating. Now, these trays in front of you contain pieces that were scattered from all over the galaxy. The treacherous forests of Kashyyyk, the deadly abandoned Jedi and Sith temples, scattered throughout this vast galaxy. Now that they're in front of you, go ahead and take them in. Maybe choose some pieces right now. Alright, let's go over their names. Starting from the left, we have our chassis. In sections 1 and 2, these will be our grips. Section 3 will be our emitters. 4 will be our pommels. And 5 will be our matching pairs of activation plates. I will be here leading you all along through the build process and try to keep up as best you can. But if you need any help, the gatherers are here to assist. But with that being said, I just have one question for all of you. Are you ready to build a lightsaber? Yeah! Then pick up your chassis. Let's build. Pick up that chassis so that the hollow end is pointed upwards towards the ceiling and the power cell towards the floor. Next, you're going to find the center crystal chamber and push up on the top of that chamber. Should be a spring pad. Next, pick up your kyber crystals and place them inside of the crystal chamber, making sure that they are connected point to point inside the tiny indentations inside. Once in place, they should light up and make a very nice humming sound to you. So if you do not hear or see that, please let someone know. That's really bad stuff. Now, this is by far the most difficult part of the entire process, believe it or not, so if you do need any help, please don't be afraid to ask for help. As soon as you have them in racing on nice and high, let me know you guys are ready to move on. Alright, so a couple of you, no problem. Alright, most of us are ready, so we're now moving on to section number 5, or matching pairs of activation plates. Choose a matching pair of activation plates and flip them over the inside. There you'll notice one piece has a blue rectangle and the other a red square. If you look at your chassis, that's also the case. You're going to see a blue rectangle and a red square. This is a simple matching game of matching blue to blue and red to red. And they should snap into their places quite easily. You shouldn't need any amount of unnecessary pressure to get them in there. And once they are in their place, find your activation switch and push it up and then down. You should hear a misfire sound right now when you push up on your switch. If you do not hear that sound, let someone know. That's also a very bad sign. Give it a couple tries just to make sure that it is yours making the sound and nobody else is around
One
you.
thing, never point it at yourself. That's very dangerous.
Alright, with most of our plates on, we are now moving on to my favorite section, sections 1 and 2.
I'm sorry.
Any 2 out of 4. Any 2 out of 4 grips. Any 2 out of 4 grips that are your favorites. As soon as you have chosen, if I can have everybody's eyes and ears up here for a quick second, please. This thing will always go in first to the top or the bottom, connecting to the middle. Connecting towards the middle. From then on, you're going to push and twist it to secure. Push and twist.
This way?
You'll need one for the top, one for the bottom.
Oh, no. Yeah, there you go. That's our life's work.
Alright, with the grips in place, we are now moving on to section number 3. Section number 3 is our emitters. Choose an emitter and place it over the hollow end of your chassis. Then you're simply going to twist it in place. No pressure needed for this one. Just lots of twisting. Lots of twisting.
And then choose a pommel from number 4.
Once your emitters in place, take your chassis, flip it upside down, exposing the power cell at the top. Next, we're going to move on to our final step of the build. Section number 4 will be your pommels. So choose a pommel, place it over your power cell, and twist it to tighten it. When your pommel's in place, push your completed hilt onto the hilt stand. Push down to the hilt stand.
Oh, no, that's not good. Now, when you hear the signal to activate, go ahead and flip that switch up, and then deactivate the switch face down. Now, for any of those pieces that you have not chosen, you're more than welcome to press those back at the front entrance. This is yours to keep after all. We don't need any more of those pieces. The ones that you have not chosen. When you hear this, activate close the switch up, and then deactivate the switch. Now, any of those pieces that you have not chosen, just put this one back at the front so not here. The only other location is going to be dock on there. So if you exit out right now, you can go in there. Maybe it's going to be close though. We close at 12.
Yeah, that's why I figured.
When you hear the signal to activate, go ahead and flip the switch up, and then deactivate, the switch goes down. Now, for any of those pieces that you have not chosen, you're right welcome to just unpack it.
Yeah, I know. I'll tell
Alright, well, great work, builders. I see some excellent hilts in front of me. Now it's time for the most important part of the entire process, crystal stabilization. So everyone, please take a large step back away from your build stations. We should make some more. Right now, my fellow gatherers are coming around to place your hilts inside of our state-of-the-art crystal stabilization chambers. Because you see, we are not more sensitive, so we rely on technology to stabilize our crystals. But, well, technology does have its issues sometimes, but it's fine. We did the morning test this morning, everybody, and we should be totally fine. Nothing should go wrong.
Who told you that we did morning?
No one did the test? Okay.
We've done this entire day without...
I can fix that. Don't worry. I got it. Hold on.
Many are silver now. Join they are. Yes. Lightsaber. It begins. It is time. Your journey.
Master. Master Yoda. Builders, the Force presence in this room must be immense. If Master Yoda himself is joining us here today, and like he said, it's time. Time to forge that bond between a builder and their lightsaber. So everyone please take a step back towards their build stations. And we will activate together as one, but not just yet. Place your hands on your hilts, take a deep breath and feel the Force flow through you and trust only in the Force. And activate. Raise your sabers. You have just built a lightsaber like all of the Jedi and Sith that have come before you. And like them, you too can change the galaxy. Remember, it only takes a spark. Now raise them high, and raise them with pride. This is your moment.